Okay.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome my wonderful co host, Aley of Heart Soul Connected, and welcome to Story in the Cards. Hey, Aley.
Hey, Marina, here we are again.
Here we are again. I
Uh-huh.
know.
Yeah.
I know. And huh, I really had to dig deep to try to
Oh,
find something
yeah. Yep.
interesting that I thought people might want to
Hear
hear
about.
about or talk about. I know,
Yeah.
I know. It was scraped in the bottom of the barrel, I tell you. Yeah,
Yes.
totally. Totally. So yeah,
Uh,
very quickly. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Phyllis, Charlie C. Sage, Jackie B.
mm,
Hello. Hello, Miss Juniper Vale. Nice to see you
mhm.
here. And that's actually Karen. Yeah.
Oh, you know her name is Karen. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Joan Baker, Edward Kenneth, Bora Bora, Anita K, Maureen D'Amico,
Mhm.
I did say Edward Kenneth, and okay, da, da, da.
Charlie, Sage of Fire.
Harley
Yeah.
Sage of Fire,
Yeah.
Alsea, thank
Mhm.
you,
Edward. Yeah.
Edward, yeah, Anita
Mhm.
K. Oh, and Ramon Moonscarab,
Oh,
hello,
yes,
nice to
Maroon.
see you.
It's nice to
Yeah,
see you, Maroon. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, Janice. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for coming in and
Mhm.
spending part of your Friday evening with us.
Absolutely. We
So,
appreciate it.
yeah, we do.
And we hope you're going to be with us the next time on Halloween, where we might just dress up. We never know. You never know what you're going to get here.
Just saying. Just
Yeah.
putting it out there. Yeah, hello, Cheryl and Diane. All righty. So,
There
what?
is. Mhm.
Where do we even start with this? And well,
Yeah.
yeah. So he met with Zelensky,
Yep.
and what he was saying the other day was, about he was encouraging Zelensky to think about getting some Tomahawk missiles and whatnot, and that was, the threat of the Tomahawk that's
Right.
going to keep Vladimir in, at the negotiating table and so on and so forth. Well, he meets with Zelensky today, and no Tomahawks.
Oh, we got to do it without the tomahawks.
It's, you know what? Because he said what he wants Russia and Ukraine to stop where they are
That's
and in
right.
the war.
Yep.
Stop it.
And besides, I'd rather use them tomorrow on the No Kings protest in LA. No, we
Yes.
didn't say that really, but yeah.
No, but that's what the implication is, because he
Yeah.
did say that, well, yeah, Ukraine needs it, but we need it too. So, it what
I
was it?
didn't know he said that. Well,
Oh, yes.
okay. That
Hold
tells me
on.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And this was asked about the prospect of giving the missiles to Ukraine. And this was just a day or two ago. After his call with Putin, Trump said, uh, we can't deplete the U.S. stockpile of Tomahawks, adding, we need them too. So I don't know what we can do about that.
Oh
What do
my
you
God.
need them for?
Well, Mary's saying saving him for Venezuela.
Yes.
And what I don't understand is that I thought he was friends with
Maduro. Yes.
Maduro because he took them down there, the people down there, remember? And then someone said that Machado gave to his give him money, and they're buddies. So I don't know when that happened. I mean, it must have happened earlier that she gave him money, not just now. You know?
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Wow. I don't
well,
know.
it's hard to know sometimes, because everything that he says is basically BS.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you're
So
absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, he
yeah,
did.
so you don't know whether she did or she didn't, but yeah, there was
Mhm.
talk that he spoke to her. Now she's in hiding,
Right.
right?
Right.
He's in hiding, so no one knows where she is. But he found her and he spoke to her.
Right.
And apparently she told him that really, she doesn't deserve the Nobel Peace
Right.
Prize, but he
Right.
deserves it. Yeah,
Well,
he
I heard
deserves
there
it.
was some espionage that occurred about around surrounding the winner of this. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
It doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. So it's one distraction after another. And
Yeah.
just when I thought, oh my goodness, there can't be any more. Well, now, okay. So
You're right.
he has come out with, he has got plans to build the, of course, a lot of people know the Arc de Triomphe, which is
Mhm.
in
In France. Yeah.
Paris. Yeah.
Right.
He wants to build the Arc of Trump.
It's going to look just like a toilet, and it's going to have a big flush handle on it. So,
Yeah, yeah, and it is, um, yeah, it is basically
mm.
a replica of the Arc de Triomphe, and it's been planned in a small, medium, and large.
Oh,
So there's different sizes.
huh?
And the best part of it all is that it is going to be fully funded by Trump supporters.
What more could you ask for? It's a bit of parasitism, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Just 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 a little. I mean, he's just yeah, he knows that his fall from grace is not
That's right.
so
Grace,
yeah,
Grace who? I don't know anybody named Grace. You mean Grace,
great,
Grace
great.
Monaco?
Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah. So this whole thing, I mean, he paved over the rose garden,
Yeah.
paved over the rose garden. He wants this ballroom. Now he wants Arc de Triomphe. Seriously, can somebody please sit the man down and tell him that, you know what? Yeah, the crayons you're playing with aren't colorful enough. So, maybe you
Right.
need to come with
Nobody,
us.
nobody, nobody talks to him about anything because they know that he'll just get mad. So they live in this abject fear, and that's like the worst place that we can have
Yes.
people in charge. It's
Yes.
terrible. Yeah.
I know.
Mm.
Uh, it is mind-boggling to me. So for those Trump supporters who still support him, God love you if you do. You know what?
Mhm.
Yeah, make
Mhm.
sure send him your last nickel because he's going to stand right by you. You know he's got your back. So when it
Yeah.
comes to all that health care that they want to take away, well, that they don't mean you, not you as the Trump supporter. No, no,
Right.
no. That doesn't apply
Yeah.
to you. It only applies to everyone else.
That's right. I was on, and of course they have this Republican talking point about uh, tomorrow, that this is America hate day, and that we're all in Hamas and all these other things. And of course, it's the exact opposite of that. But they go to these big meetings and they hand out papers, or they say, this is what everybody's going to say. So
Mhm.
all you are is a freaking parrot of
Yes,
what their talking points are. And they're just so delusional.
I
It's
know.
like, how could you say something that you know is blatantly false and feel comfortable and be Christian at the same time? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. And it doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
people like you and me and those
Mhm.
other lovely, wonderful people who have joined us in the chat
Yes.
because
Thank
we
you.
are not that nefarious.
Yeah.
Our mind doesn't go to that bullshit place.
Right.
right? So because it's not something that we would do, it
Yeah.
we find it
Makes it hard.
appalling
Yeah.
when we see somebody else do it.
Sure.
Like, oh, how could
Yeah.
and I've said that so many times. How can you lie like that?
I know.
Like,
I know.
how do you face your children and punish them when they tell you a lie?
Right.
What do you say?
Yeah.
You
Do
know?
as I say and not as I do.
Yeah.
Is what they're. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
exactly.
sad.
So
It's really sad.
yeah. And
Mm.
yeah. Oh, artist Liz had said a couple of minutes ago
Mhm.
that Trump and Couchboy are planning on shifting missiles in California.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
no
at
trees.
that protest.
You know
I
what?
really. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you're gonna aim them at California. Well, that's certainly gonna bring people on board. That'll get you that Nobel Peace Prize.
Really? There you go. There you go.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you
Mhm.
do that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
Well, I finally saw somebody else who was trying to understand things the way I do. And he's saying, first of all, he just gave $20 billion to Argentina. And then the next day gave them an extra $20 billion. And, but we can't pay our troops. We can't, And so this man was saying, I'm going to zero out my taxes. I'm going to claim an exemption on my taxes and not have them withhold anything until after 2027.
yes.
And that's the way I'm beginning to feel, that I just won't pay them. Why would I want to pay for something that I have no representation
Exactly.
for? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awful.
That sounds oddly familiar, Aley. Like, didn't the U.S. go through something similar regarding
A few years ago.
that representation? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I get spell it out. I think
Oh,
that a lot of people are going to have to do that. Yeah, spell it out. Say no, I'm not.
oh,
I am not contributing to this.
yeah. Well,
And
we're all living lives of quiet desperation, waiting for
God,
the call.
yes,
We're all waiting for the call, and we all know what that call is. And it really is very difficult when you think about how long we've been talking about this.
yes,
So many years. Yeah.
I know. It
There's yes, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
exact. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So,
Mhm.
I remember this was a long time ago. A long time ago. I was still married then, living in Nova Scotia. And my ex got audited. So we got audited. Well, I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, so my income it didn't count for anything. And he had taken a deduction that he was entitled to, but he just had to, fight for it. So it took a little while. Anyway, in the meantime, there is this tax bill that was owing, and I think it was it was just over $1,000 at the time, which was big money, big money.
Mhm. Mhm.
So my ex said, okay, fine. I'll pay it. I know I'll get it back, but I'll pay it. So he went to the credit union and he ordered that amount of money in nickels, dimes, and pennies. And
Good for him.
took it to the tax office. And I mean, it was a lot of coins.
Yeah.
And said, well, you've been nickel and diming me for years, so I'm going to pay you in nickels and dimes. And the people behind the counter were like, what do you want us to do? I want you to count.
It's money.
Count
They can't
Give me a
refuse it.
receipt. Yes,
You count it. Go right ahead. Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
right. 10, 20, 30.
So that just speaks well, at least in one area, that speaks very well of your ex, because at least he had the cojones to do that. And I love that. That's a good
Yes.
story. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you shouldn't have to pay for something if you're not getting any benefit out of it. Yeah. Tommy Capper, comedian, gave a taxi driver a tea bag and said, have a drink on me.
That's good, Garnet.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, he's not. Let's just ask the cards: is this arc of Trump? Is is that ever going to be built?
Not unless he's a wizard.
Sky Daddy.
Oh, he's got that right.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah, there
might.
you go.
Yeah, you might
Mhm.
be. When you're up in the sky or
Yeah.
wherever it is that you're going to go,
Yes, that's
maybe.
right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And if someone tries to, well, of course, who would build it? He would build it because
Right.
right. So it would be made with cheap parts and it would probably fall apart. So
Now,
yeah.
I did hear that, of course, he would probably have another military parade underneath this ark if he did it. And I guess he's having one in California tomorrow. That's why they're doing this missile thing.
Oh,
They're having
really?
some sort of a Marine Corps something, something. And it isn't the Marine Corps' birthday until next month. So it's got nothing to do with that. But that's, because he's the president of, or the king of whatever with his troops. But he's losing him. He's losing him. He just lost the admiral that was running the southern half of the Americas. He just
Mhm.
put in because he's taking out these boats,
Yes.
and the people are not always drug runners. And
Yes.
yeah, it's awful. He's a wizard in his pants. Yes, Edward.
Totally. Yeah. A legend in his own mind.
I know. I
Honestly.
know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, what you were saying about the latest boat that was blown up, apparently there was two survivors.
Mhm.
And the first thing that I thought of when I heard there was two survivors, aside from the fact that okay, there's two survivors, was isn't it interesting that over the last number of weeks, how many of us have said, well, they blew it out of the water. There was no survivors to tell the story. There's no pictures of the drugs. We have two survivors. We
Yeah.
have survivors.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we've got him under, we're holding on to him. But
Yeah.
somebody said that last one was actually two men that were from Trinidad and Tobago, which they
Yeah.
run a boat across fishing boats and stuff from
Yes.
one to the other. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So,
Wow.
this Venezuela thing, he really, really, really does want to start something
He
with
does.
Venezuela
He does.
so
Yeah.
that, so that they could come in and say, oh, sorry. Yeah, no elections until this war is over. God only knows how long it's going to go on for. You
I
know?
was I was seeing that there's recently been the dancing of inflatables down there in Portland, which make me very happy. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm going to be an inflatable alien tomorrow, so be thinking of me out there.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
they put the Sugar Hill Gang song to it, which is
Yes.
a great song, and they people in the chat. And some of them could be bots, but I'm not going to say that all of them are because there are a lot of people that really still love this person. But
Mhm.
people in the chats were saying things like, look at how wimpy they are. They just use humor and they dress up. They think it's funny. And I'm like, okay, you can see the mentality. And, this isn't. And so what I did love was the comments back to those who said, this is a hate day for America and everything. And someone would write, nope, that would have been January 6, 2021. You got your dates mixed up. And I
Yes.
thought,
Yeah.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've had some comments that well, one of them in particular that it was for one of the shorts that I did, and talking about ice, and the one of the comments was, well, there's your side, my side, and the truth, and there's always more than one side to everything.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I said, yeah, in some cases, yes. In this case, no. That to me is the same as justify the Holocaust. Tell me what the other side of the Holocaust was.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
So,
no, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are. Yes, I'm always willing to listen to the other side, but there are some things that there are no two sides.
Well, remember in the first administration, alternative facts.
Facts.
You know, that's BS. That's
Yes.
just BS. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Alternative facts. That
Yeah.
was, oh my goodness. Those were the good old days, right?
Those were the good old days when we had people that did something to get away. Mark Milley and so on. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And yet, speaking of the the previous administration and all that, apparently Donald has commuted the sentence of George Soros.
No, not George Soros, George Santos.
Oh, was it Santos?
Yes. George Soros is the guy that gives a lot of money to the they blame him for everything in the Democratic.
Okay. All right. Then
yeah.
Thank
but
you.
George Santos, the wing nut.
The wing nut, yeah. And he said, "Good luck, George. Have a great life."
So you can be crazy bananas and be elected, and you can get a jail sentence for stealing money and taking money from folks for things that they never got and everything. And just, you know, you only have to do a few months, and then you're fine.
Right.
Yeah.
That. Don't worry about it. You got friends in high places. You know, you talk to Cash. He'll get you out of there. You know,
really.
Yeah. And if Cash isn't there, Pam will do it. Send her an email. In fact, communicate with her through through social.
Yes. She'll get that right away.
Totally. Totally. So yeah. I wonder if we're going to hear about George getting back into politics before Christmas.
Well, hopefully his constituency understands that he's a wingnut and won't do that. But then we have somebody like Aley Stefanik, who hangs out with all the kids that write racial slurs and stuff.
Yes.
But you know, they're just kids, you know, 35 and 40-year-old kids. But they're fine. What's wrong with that? Yeah.
Exactly. I couldn't believe it when I heard JD Vance refer to them, and some of the comments were disgusting.
Oh, they are disgusting. Mm-hmm.
And oh, come on, these, so it was on a chat. So, kids do silly, stupid things. Right. When you're 40 years old, you're not a kid. And if you're doing that kind of stuff when you're 40 years old, you shouldn't be in any position of power or responsibility.
It reminds me of the precedent that was set when they grabbed them by the woman's part, and how that was just locker room talk. And you got to understand, when men get together, that's just what they do.
Yes.
So you got a precedent like that. Of course, these kids aren't doing anything wrong.
No. No.
And the disabled, remember the disabled guy? Everybody, I see that every now and again. Somebody will say, I don't know why it wasn't over when he was mocking a disabled reporter. Yeah. And I agree. He just allows these things to happen.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And the people that are being defended as just kids, it's amazing that when it comes to those sexual abuse victims, they're not kids, they're young women.
Yes. Right.
I think more and more people, I think, are waking up to the realization that something is wrong in Oz. And it needs to be fixed.
Yeah. Somebody's been out in the poppy fields too long.
I think so. I think so. So what else did I have on here that I thought we could talk about? Well, besides the protest tomorrow. So be safe. When you guys go out there, be safe. Don't take your cell phone with you. If you need to have a cell phone, get a burner. right? Something that, yeah, you can just use to make sure that your lawyer's number is in
Yeah.
there. You know, write it on your arm in marker, whatever, permanent marker, if you have to for the time being. But yeah, peaceful protest is the best way to
Oh
get the
yeah.
message across, because
Absolutely.
they so desperately want to fight,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, they really want us to do
Yeah.
this so that they can justify what they want to do next. And they're just baiting a lot of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Janice. That was the other one.
Uh,
The senator that had an American flag with a swastika on it in his office at the Capitol. And this, when I looked at it, I thought, oh my God, yeah, it was right behind him. And so it's the American flag. You've got
yeah.
the stars, and in the middle of the stripes where it was is where the swastika was.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, invoking the Insurrection Act. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He wants to do that. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I
And
don't know. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. But yeah, folks, I don't think we're going to have to do this for too long.
Oh, Marina, I hope not. It is so overwhelming. I think the real truth of it is that we just all have so much PTSD. It's like we've aged 20, 30
Yes.
years. And you just can't, you try to keep your vibration up. You try to keep your prayerful and your joy and laughing but it's something always sucks us back in. And so, oh, he said it was a vandalized flag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure. Sure.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes, Epstein. Well, today I saw somebody said that the Atlas I, the AI Atlas,
Yes.
is got a picture of it and they've got a close up of it, and it's a spaceship. Well, somebody said that this was going to be the false flag, and whether or not it is or it isn't, because I'm perfectly open to it if it is, but
Yeah.
it may not be. But he could use whatever it is that happened, whatever it is, whether it's a comet or a spaceship or whatever it is, as a false flag. And
Mhm.
it would work really well for him to get people to be even more fearful. But when people really do stand up and they say no more,
Yes.
he really does back down. He really does.
Every
Yeah.
single time. Every
Yeah.
single time. And
Yeah.
yeah, they apparently, from what I've heard, that 3i Atlas, whatever,
Yeah.
it's going to get close to the Earth, but it's going to get as close as being on the other side of the sun
Okay.
from us. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
so. Are we going to be able to see anything? It's going to be on the other side of the sun. And if you know, if you got a telescope that can see what's on the other side of the sun,
Mm-hmm.
can you share it with the rest of us? You
Mm.
know, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'd all like to see what's on the other side of the sun. So I think chances are very, very good that it is going to be a something in the neighborhood of a spaceship, or um, something where our ancestors who have gone on to those planets, who have been watching,
Mm-hmm.
and who finally say, "Oh hell no,
Yeah. Yeah. Look
we
what I
didn't go
get.
through."
This is
Yeah,
great. I get cosmic fuckery.
love it.
And that's he's using this cosmic event for his own machinations. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely, and yeah, that's what he would do. But how do you get people riled up to start something against something that you can't
Right.
see it?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
oh, it's coming down. It's going to attack you. It's going to attack you. Where? You know, can I
Yeah.
can I see it? Can I
Uh-huh.
duck?
Yeah.
So
Really.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think that, yeah, those are very much our ancestors, that are, yeah, coming back, and yeah, they have been there and
Oh,
coming
yes, they
back
have.
again.
Oh my.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Wow.
interesting.
I'm not really sure, Mary Starshin says, what's become of Space Force. I do know there's a girl that's signing up to live on Mars for the rest of her life. She's like 35 years old now.
Oh,
And she just wants to move, like move there and be out there and
sure.
all by herself. I don't know. It's kind
Okay.
of really crazy. Yeah.
Hey, some people thrive in that kind of environment. I think
Hmm.
as human beings, um, our purpose here is to spread love. You
Yep.
can't do that when you're by yourself. You can't be of benefit to someone when you're by
Yeah.
yourself. And that is very, very isolating. And what do you do when you get up there and you look around and you say, oh, fudge, there's
I
no
know.
summer.
There's no summer here. There's no one to talk to here. And, I don't care who you are, everybody needs somebody to connect with, whether it be
Yes.
here, on the phone, whatever. I don't know how anybody could be. And what happens if she falls down and cuts her arm? I mean, you know, how are you going to take care of yourself? Sew your own arm up? I don't know. It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, not the way things are now. I don't think that would be a very good move. But hey, you know
No.
what? There are people up there willing to do anything and try anything. So I
I guess
suppose,
so. I guess so.
yeah, as long as you're not forcing me to do it,
Yeah. No,
have
it's
your
very
fill.
true.
Yeah,
It's very
have
true.
your fill. And
Mhm. It's,
um, yeah, Celtic Seer was saying, yeah, Mercury goes retrograde on November 9th. You may hear from people you haven't heard from in a long time. Happy birthday.
yes, she's going to be
Celebrate.
70 on November 9th. Congratulations. If I don't see you, Diane, happy
Oh my
birthday to you.
gosh.
Welcome to the 70
Absolutely.
Club.
Absolutely. That is fabulous. That is
Uh-huh.
fabulous. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, and yeah, share spirits had
Mhm.
mentioned, and Arthur and I
Yeah.
talked about this. Yeah,
Did you?
because it was while we were doing the
Yeah.
Letting Spirit Drive show.
Mhm.
After the trance on a live, yes, I wonder if we're going to get some news that we've not heard from yet. Sorry for the randomness. No,
No,
it's no, it's
a lot of
it's
people have
not
been
random.
wondering that watch that show, share. And
Yes,
it might be something we'll find out. Oh, that happened on the
yeah,
17th, and we didn't
yeah,
hear about it till December or something. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Joan, I love that the Arizona AG is suing Mike Johnson for not swearing in your representative, but I'm feeling as though somebody needs to file a motion to vacate on Mike Johnson, because I was telling Marina, he just extended the vacation for all his people until the 26th of October now. And of course, they're still blaming the Democrats, but I think most people can see that it isn't really the Democrats' fault.
No,
I hope
no.
so.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't. That is
Mhm.
the during his first go round, the answer to everything, when the GOP was put on the spot, was, but what about her emails? What about her emails? Okay.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
now the answer to everything is, well, Joe Biden and Barack Obama did this.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Everything happened during Joe Biden and Barack Obama. Nothing ever
Nothing
happened during
happened.
the
No.
Trump administration.
Yeah.
He,
Did
yeah,
you
he,
know that it was Biden's fault that he sent 247 FBI agents January 6th to be embedded with those people?
yes,
Oh,
he
wait
did.
a minute. Weren't you the president then? Not Joe. Joe couldn't do that.
It's amazing how you twist yourself into a pretzel to try to
Uh-huh.
make sense out of something that just isn't there. Take
Mhm.
the blinders off, Aley. See the truth for what it is. It,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Joe Biden is addled old man who can't remember his name,
Right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so absolutely. And I did see Trump was at at a press conference, and of course, talking about he had Dr. Oz on there. That's
Oh,
what it was.
yeah.
Yeah. Talking about who knows what. But anyway, yeah, he spoke for a little bit, and he was trying to pronounce words that he couldn't pronounce. Yeah,
A significant.
yeah, yeah, something along those lines. Yes. And yeah,
Oh,
and then he
God.
said, "Oh yeah, yesterday I was here, and I stood. I mean, I stood here for an hour and a half, and I said to them today, I'm not going to, I can have a seat. I can listen from over there, right? So, yeah, is it okay if I sit down, you guys? Is it okay?" And I thought, oh, geez, if Joe Biden did that,
Right. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
So
God. Yeah.
yeah, you cannot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Biden and Obama took economies that they were given that were absolute shit piles, and they turned it around.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so that the Republicans can come in and absolutely destroy it,
Decimate.
add trillions to the debt of your
Yeah.
children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, for how many generations they're going to be paying this back, while
Right.
the rich get richer. And yeah, you can do whatever you want. There is no consequence to any action with this administration.
Decimate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will. Yeah. History will be the worst. He'll be probably worse
Oh,
than the man in the 40s was. I
yes.
mean, really, because I could see him. Well, Pam Bondi had said in a meeting that they were going to treat Antifa, which is not a real thing. They were going to treat them like they did the gangs.
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, it isn't a real thing, number one. And how do you get rid of half the population that
Yes.
believes, or more,
Yes.
But that's what I heard. Stephen Miller said that he would like a population here of about 30 million. That should be a good amount of people. So, yeah. And what do we have? 600 million or something right now? I don't even know. So, but
Yeah. Exactly. There's
yeah. No, you're right.
yeah. Yeah. What can you say? It's yeah, the mind goes to so many different places, but yeah,
It does. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, given money
340
going,
million. Thank you.
yes, yeah,
All right.
money all over the place, and yeah, he is going to meet with Putin. Apparently, they're going to meet in, I think they said Hungary. Was it Hungary that they're going to meet in?
Oh, of course, isn't that Viktor Orban? And they love him, don't they? Both of them? I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very much so, and yeah, the Trump's meeting with Zelensky he basically Trump wanted to find out what Zelensky's capable of and what he's going to do next, so that he can then take that information and share it with Vlad.
Of course. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what, I'm thinking, don't fall for it. Give some fake information, because especially the way he treated him in February or whenever that meeting was horrible. And I mean, he's met with him since, but he had like a contingent of Europeans with him at that time.
Right. Exactly.
I would never have met with him again. I would never have done that. But I still love Zelensky. I really do. He's trying his best.
Well, he is. He's biting his tongue and doing whatever he can to stop this, and to make life better for his people. Mm-hmm. Is as long as the other countries around the world do not step in and firmly stand behind Ukraine, this is just going to go on and
It
on
will.
and on.
It will.
And yeah, those, and yeah, along the same lines, there was another quote that I had about the what's his name? No, this wasn't it. And it's funny because yeah, I took these notes yesterday about Orban.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Um, Viktor Orban said on X he planned Budapest meeting, and that was great news for the peace-loving people of the world. And then he said, peace requires patience, strength, and humility. Europe must shift its stance. Instead of arrogance and fanning the flames of endless war, we need negotiations with Russia. Only dialogue can bring peace to our continent.
Spoken by a true dictator.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
yeah,
So,
it's totally ludicrous. Oh
yeah,
my God. Yeah.
yeah. The last thing that at this point that I would want to do would be to negotiate with Russia. It's end the war, get your troops, get your slimy ass out of my country.
Right.
And
Yep.
yeah, no, you're not taking anything with you. Whatever is in my country stays in my country.
That's
But
right.
off you go. And you know, you should be forever ashamed of yourself. And you'll,
Absolutely.
yeah. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I would not be you know, discussing, well, okay, so we'll let you keep this land or do that. No,
Mm-hmm.
no. You started the war, I'll finish it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Yeah.
yes.
The BS is deep. Yeah. Wow.
And yes, Cher said, yeah, with winter coming, Russia's energy production having been decimated, the Russian people are going to have had enough. Yes, if they rise up unilaterally against the Putz, that could be the end.
That's
Yeah.
what we have to do here. I mean,
Yes.
this is the necessity at this point, and that's why it's so important. Tomorrow is an important day, and it doesn't matter if everybody can physically go there, as long as you send good energy to it. That you know, maybe follow it and see what's going on the news, or you know, and add your energy. It's almost like that shine your light
Yes.
idea. You know,
Yes.
if you're focusing on good outcome, then
Yes.
it will be a good outcome. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Light and love to everyone who's going to go. You know, protection so that they're going to be safe. And you do not let yourself be baited by anyone.
Yeah,
And you
that's a
know,
hard thing. That's a
it
hard
is.
thing because the things that they say to bait you,
Yes,
they're emotional.
absolutely.
They really want to get to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know,
Mhm.
you be prepared for anything. And just, you know, as someone once said to me, hey, I don't worry about it. I consider the source.
Yeah. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. So
absolutely.
Tuesday, I'll be getting Virginia Giuffre's book.
Yes.
It's coming out, and I'm going to try to read it. I have such a hard time with my times that, you know, to
Yes.
get to something, but I really want to read it because it's quite revealing, and there's no reason why I couldn't believe what she had to say, because she doesn't even profit from it now. She's
Exactly.
gone. But
Exactly.
you know, we need to hold the. I'm reading these comments from people on the other side saying, "Who cares about Epstein? He's dead. For heaven's sake, just let it go." And I'm like, "No, we're not going to let this go.
Yeah.
The people are suffering that went. Why would you do that?" But
Yeah.
so many of them are like, "Well, I don't really care about those people. And what if it was your daughter? I don't care." Right. Sure.
Sure you don't. Okay,
Sure.
let's remember that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the same time, can we talk about Hunter Biden?
Yeah. Right.
You know, what
Yeah.
share your feelings on Hunter Biden with me. Tell me what
That's
you know.
right. Yeah.
Because yeah, it's they're totally opposite ends of, yeah. Yeah, they're um, so embedded in their
Right.
belief that they cannot see anything that might be different. than what their thought is. And I just,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what can you do? There
Oh,
was something.
yeah. Did you know right wingers are saying drug cartels are funding our protests? I don't know about you guys, but I haven't gotten a check yet. Have you? Any of you gotten a check from George Soros or the drug cartels for being in? I'm
Yeah.
still waiting. They told me it was coming, but no, I don't
It's
see it.
it's in the mail, Aley.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
it's in
Well,
the mail. It's in the mail.
all
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And yes, what about Donald Trump Jr.? Exactly. There's Barron. Barron apparently is in a little bit of hot water. He's being investigated
Yeah.
for cryptocurrency manipulation based on insider trading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. And
Starting out right, isn't he? What is he?
yeah,
19, I think, 18,
something,
19.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like 19,
Yeah.
20. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's certainly, yeah, not old.
No.
And given the environment that he was raised in, honestly, I would call him a kid because
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that he has um, any smarts. In fact, Donald is so proud of him because you know what? I mean, yeah, he's really, really good with technology. Like, he said, "Oh, Dad, here, come see this," and he turned the computer on.
Yeah. He told me TikTok was awesome. And so I really think it is awesome. And he should run it. Don't you
Yes,
think so? I think
yes,
he's so good
totally,
at it. Yeah. He's
totally.
really good at
And
it.
it's
Yeah.
mind-boggling that if this was a comedy script that someone had submitted to
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
of the filmmakers, they would turn it down and say, "This is absurd." Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not putting. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
You almost have
absolutely.
to feel bad for him, at least at this point, because his legacy will be stained by all of this.
Yes.
But you know what they wanted to do? They wanted to put in after Trump. They wanted to put in, what is it, Ivanka, and then Don Jr., and then Eric, and
Mhm.
then Barron. So we'll just have the Trump family
Yeah,
legacy, here.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
We do what we want, and you little
Mhm.
peons, you just do what you're told. Don't
Yeah.
ask, any questions. If you're
Mhm.
sick, we'll give you a choice. You can get better by tomorrow, or we come in and we do a pew pew. It's what you call. What would you like? So
Well,
yeah,
somebody mentioned in the chat about every 28 days, him going in the hospital.
yes,
And why do I think that, okay, Joan, sleep well, dear, that he has like his blood and everything all,
yes,
yeah, it feels like that.
transfusion.
Yeah, like a whole blood transfusion in all of his body. And maybe they do some kind of maybe they inject a little bleach. I don't know. And
Could be,
yeah,
could
yeah.
be,
Hmm.
and yeah, because it's amazing that his energy level goes down
Hmm.
and he disappears for a few days. He comes back with that ugly bruise or
Like a
whatnot. Or yeah,
dialysis.
it
Yeah,
could be dialysis too.
could
Thank you,
be.
Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's okay.
Hmm.
He's able to walk without assistance,
Right.
right? And
Right.
then yeah, it falls back down. When you do treatments like that, initially, yes, they're successful because it's something new introduced to the body. But every
Yeah.
time that you introduce it, the body just gets more and more used to it. So the
Hmm.
time between treatments gets shorter and shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and yesterday, by the way, if you guys hadn't seen it, good old McTurtle was walking down the hallway and a girl was asking him a question and he lands on the floor. It's just, and I don't think he hurt himself because it wasn't that far of a fall, but, and he didn't hit his head or anything, but they had to lift him up and then the guard had to not carry him, but you know what I mean, like have his
Yes.
arm around him and get him down the hallway. And he's like, you know,
Like,
yeah.
I fell down.
Oh,
I fell down.
yeah, I fell on the ground. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to see anybody fall on the ground, but
No.
the man should have been replaced many, many years ago.
Many
And
years
the fact
ago.
they just let him keep coming back. Just totally
Yeah. Yeah, him and Chuck Grassley. Oh my God.
Oh, I know. Oh, I
Chuck
know.
Grassley spends more time sleeping than, yeah.
He's 93 or something, you know?
Yeah,
Would he want to
93,
still be in
96.
yeah, something like that. But why would he still want to be doing that? You know, enjoy your life. There's not much left, buddy, you know?
No.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, if there's a buck to be made,
Yeah.
you know, they'll show up. So,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe, Liz. You might be right. I think I'll trip and then I don't have to answer her question. Yeah.
Hey, yes, Edward, we need term limits. Not only in the US, but I think worldwide we need to
Do
recognize.
you have a lot of older folk in your in the parliament?
We do. We had a nice little reprieve the first time that Justin Trudeau was elected, because he did change a lot of the ministers and people and replace them with younger individuals who were more varied in terms of background, lifestyle, and so on, and a good number of women. However, that too was like 20 years ago. So, you know, if they were 40 then, they're getting a little
to the
old.
point where somebody else needs to do the work. How are they going to learn if they're not in there? And then they can pass that along. There's just so much corruption. There's just so much. It's awful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really.
No, I do believe in term limits, and once you're done, you're done. I think, you know, you should have you have your representative salary, and that's what you live on. None of this, well, you know, oh, I'm doing consulting work, or I'm doing this for this one or that one. No, you're not. Well, you are being paid by the people of the country. You work for the people of the country, not for anyone else. Right?
That's right. Well, look at what happened to Dianne Feinstein before she. She doesn't even know what they're talking about. She has to ask her aide to tell her what they said and everything. It was horrible. It really was. Yeah.
It was. And they really left her no choice. I mean, yeah. And yes, Mary Starshine, no government pension, or at least the same pension that everybody else gets.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You have to put in so many years of work before you get that pension. Not the sweetheart deal. You do 7 years and that's it. All right, okay, I can retire and I'm going to get all. No, that's not. If it doesn't work for your neighbor, it doesn't work for you.
Right.
Right.
But they don't. You know, their minds don't work that way. It's like. You've never lived in a poverty-stricken home, or you've never had to make ends meet on minimum wage or lower wages, and they dismiss people like that out of hand, and they just have no idea. They have never lived in the shoes of people like that.
Exactly.
And everybody needs to. Yeah.
And it's hard to feel empathy for someone when you have no empathy for what they're going through. You know, you have no clue of what it's like to be sitting at a dining room table with your bills and your medication and your mortgage payment and going, okay, I have X number of dollars.
Yeah.
And I don't have enough to meet everything. Okay.
Which one do I have to choose? Do I get to eat or do I take my medicine or whatever it is? Yeah. So sad.
Or if I do a little bit here and a little bit there. Unless you've gone through that, unless you've experienced that, it's very difficult to understand when people say, well, I'm struggling financially. Well, just be careful where you spend your money.
Oh, I got that. I did. I got that from some high school friends of mine, quote friends. I
Yes.
remember them saying to me that I should have planned my retirement much better and started saving earlier and not had this and all this judgment around
Yeah.
why I didn't have enough money to retire or whatever it was. And it was astounding to me that people don't understand people go through illness or they go through times in their lives where things fall apart for them. And
Yes.
it's just astounding that you can get. It's not that I wanted sympathy. It was more like I can empathize with somebody that has gone through a harder time, but
Yes.
not them. They were all well. I worked for NASA, and I'm a rocket scientist, and I made, $600,000 a year or whatever. Why didn't you save your money? It's like you
Yeah.
can't talk about me in the same way you talk about yourself. You just can't. Yeah.
No. And the
Mhm.
thing is too that
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who have a false sense of security in terms of what their retirement is going to look like
Yes.
because they've invested wisely. They
Mhm.
put money into certain things and whatnot. They have
Right.
invested wisely.
Mhm.
Anyone who went through 2008, you know
Yes.
what that feels like. It's a
Yes.
gut punch when you see that,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, my, what I had in investments was, $112,000. What do you mean it's only worth 57?
I know. I had my friend who was in the mortgage business had over $100,000 loss of
Yes,
her 401k in 2008.
yes,
Absolutely. And she had a little bit of time to make it up, but not really enough to make it up the full amount. And
exactly.
of course it was devastating. I thought, oh my God, uh,
I
you know,
know.
all that work to save all that money and it's gone. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. And
Mhm.
and that's something that it has nothing to do with your smarts. It has nothing to do with your
Mhm.
investment abilities.
Mhm.
It's it's the
Yeah,
nature of the market. When you
it is.
participate in a world economy, you you take on a lot of
Yes, it was.
the changes that happen with it. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I know it shook me a little bit, to
Yeah.
think that, oh my God, are you
Mhm.
kidding me?
Mhm.
I'd like to see your manager, please.
No, Janet, I don't mean that they were high school students who said this to me. They were high school friends I had from 50
Yes,
years ago that said that to me. Yeah.
yes.
Because no, I certainly I understand about high school kids and what they think.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Yes. Oh, I've seen that too.
Yes,
Oh my God,
absolutely,
Carolyn. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember the first year that I was separated. Um, and yeah, my ex had refused to pay any child support, and this was before I took him to court.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, Christmas morning, I woke up. I had enough money left on my Eaton's credit card, and that was Eaton's.
Mhm.
Oh my God, centuries ago. Um, to to buy a toy for Chris,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
gave him his toy, and asked what he would like to have for supper because there was no turkey
right.
there, right? And he
Yep.
said, "Oh, good, Mom, can we have burgers and curly fries?" And I said, "Yes." So
Kids are they're so wonderful. They really
they are,
can. Yeah, they really can be.
they are. So
Mhm.
yes, there's been those times too. So yeah, when I hear single mothers who are struggling, and the children's father, "Oh, I'm not paying her." No, you're not
Right.
paying her. She's the one who manages the money, but you're paying for your kids because guess what? They like to eat. They
They
like
do.
to have clothes. They like to sleep at night.
Yep. Yep.
So
They really do think that we pocket the money. They
yes,
did. My ex did too. Well,
yes.
what are you going to do with that? Well, it's none of your business. I'm taking care of your kid. And I love, it got to the point where I didn't want it anymore and I'm like, I'd rather that you don't have anything to do with us anymore if this is what it takes.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah, totally. No, I get it. I get it. My ex was not very, very kind to to our son, and said some and did some rather nasty things, and then couldn't understand why Christopher didn't want a relationship with him. When after years of no contact, all of a sudden, he contacts his son, and Chris said, "I'm not interested in anything you have to say." You couldn't care less if I was dead or alive 2 years ago. What makes you think that I want to talk to you now? Like,
oh, Edward, you were a son of a single mom.
Yeah.
You had a lot of beans and ham hocks, and mom made sure that you had something to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, she brought up a very well loved son. So
yes, she did.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, Old Silver says, "What child support?"
Yeah,
totally. Totally. So, but we know that all these people who have the idea that somehow they are better than anyone else, they are all going to, karma's going to meet up with them.
Yeah,
the
karma bus always finds their way. Yeah,
exactly.
You may not know about it. It may come from someone else, but
yes,
it will be there.
Exactly. And it's my hope is that I'm alive to see it when it happens. But if I'm not, it's okay. I'm going with the full knowledge that it will.
It will. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, totally. Like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, those that are on top end up on the bottom.
They do. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So keep those things in mind, everybody, when you're feeling discouraged. Yes. Someday things are going to be very different. And when they are, we can say, karma, what goes around comes around. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, totally. And we survived. And we survived because we were here to lift up each other. We were here to lock arms and say, you're not doing this alone. We are all here with you. We are doing this as a collective, and we are doing it because we want a better community. We want a better life for everyone, not chosen for few, for everyone. So
that's right.
We'll get there one step at a time. We'll get there. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So we are just over an hour. Thank you, Aley.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for being with us always, and for your questions, your comments. These are very meaningful. So thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. And well, I look forward to doing this show. I know Aley looks forward to doing it, and we love doing it for you because I learned an awful lot when I read what people are saying. So
yeah, we really do. You make the show too. So thank you. Yeah.
So,
and we'll be back on Halloween.
Yes, we will. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. We both do private readings. So if you're interested in a private reading, reach out to Aley or reach out to me.
Yeah.
And
we both also have memberships. So
we have membership. Yeah. So you can look at that. Yeah. So everyone have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, but we'll probably see you even before then. All right.
Maybe.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.